Bannau Brecheiniog.
Bannau Brecheiniog.
Bannau Brecheiniog.
We're going to Bannau Brecheiniog. Bannau Brecheiniog. Hi, I'm Julia, and this is the story of how I went on a camping trip with my friends. Going on a group trip is something that I've wanted to do for a really long time, but for various reasons it's just never worked out. Now that my time at uni is coming to an end, as it is for a lot of my friends, it was even more important to me to be able to go on a group trip together. After we talked about it, we realised that there was only one weekend that worked for everyone, and after some slow and slightly last-minute planning, we decided to go camping in Wales. Also, because I got a little bit overwhelmed with trying to fit 7 people's worth of camping stuff into 2 cars, one of which was a very small car, I kind of forgot to film the start of the journey. So this story begins at a random services in the south of Wales.
Right, let me give us some water then, let's get it right.
Do you have to be drinking water to say it properly? Is that how Welsh works?
Well, I've got to get it perfect on camera.
Wales is so wet that speaking Welsh only works when fluid is involved.
Does it have to be water or any kind of fluid?
I don't know. Untested.
Right.
Seawater works best because it's high pitched.
You can hear your whale noises.
Yeah. Bannau Brecheiniog.
As I said, there were 7 of us going, and we were split into 2 cars. The first car was driven by my friend Sophia, and it had 4 people in it, and the second car was driven by my boyfriend Ivan, which was the car that I was in. I think the drive was a little bit longer than expected because there was a lot of traffic. Also, it was really hot in the car because the aircon didn't work properly. It's just a bit of a sweaty journey, to be honest. Nevertheless, we made it to the campsite. Guess we're about to find out if we're the first here or not.
Welcome to
Caravan songs.
That's true, but there's also a picture of. Oh, I guess that's.
I don't see their car, so...
Well, they must have lied when they said they were 10 minutes away, or they must have been on a completely different route. I don't know how that could have happened.
Hey! We made it to the campsite.
Yes.
We don't know if there's a reception and if we need to check in somewhere. We found a building, and it turned out to be where the washing up area was and where the bathrooms were, which, by the way, were really nice. I unfortunately forgot to take a video of the bathrooms, but the bathrooms were so nice. They were warm, there was underfloor heating, the showers were hot, a little bit too hot actually, and yeah, they were just really nice bathrooms, and it only cost us £10 per person per night. I was so impressed. I'm designated an annoying friend who always has a camera.
Oh my god, where's she gone? It's just a camera.
You're such an influencer.
Oh my god.
I know.
Is this just bathrooms?
David, how are we feeling about this camping trip?
Ecstatic.
Ecstatic.
Yes, absolutely.
After a little while, we saw a guy in a van who looked like he kind of worked there, and then Ivan talked to the guy in the van. Ivan. So funny.
We're looking to check in or something. We've looked a couple of pictures.
You're pre-booked, are you?
I think so.
Yes.
Is this for a tent or a caravan?
Tents.
Tent. Basically, find a bit of grass you like,
Okay.
stick your tent. Okay. Right? It's as simple as that.
So we walked around a bit more, trying to decide where to stay. We were choosing between 3 different spots, and I'm really glad that we chose the one that we did in the end because it was really nice and open, there was a nice view, there was no one else too close to us, so very happy with the spot that we chose. We spent quite a bit of time putting up the tents. Sophia and David's tent was pretty big and it was kind of difficult to put it up because the poles weren't the right size for the tent. But eventually we put them all up. I really like the tent that Ivan and I have. It's the MSR Elixir 2. It fits both of us in there perfectly. We have an airbed inside and you can actually take the rain cover off and see what's around you through the net. But it wasn't quite warm enough for that in the night, so we did have the rain cover on. Yeah, I'm just going to point out on camera that this pump is really bad.
Maybe we're just not using it correctly. Ah!
No, I want to go with the VIP section!
Lie to the masses.
It is a really bad pump, but that is no reflection on you as a person.
Thank you. Spend too much.
Ooh!
Riley, if you're going to do that, you might as well blow up a blow up.
I actually cannot feel any air coming up.
Not harder.
Are you outsourcing?
I know why it's a problem. I think you've got the pump in the wrong end.
Oh yeah, I think you might do.
Yeah.
Oh, Jules. How dare you insult our pump?
How the turntable.
How the turntable's indeed.
Was it actually the wrong way?
Yeah!
Pass it here, pass it here. Oh yeah.
Terrible. I hate your pump. Pump, 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 pump. Look at you now. I can't operate a simple pump.
I can't read Arabs.
That's still pretty bad, right?
It's pretty bad.
Yeah. How's it going?
It's going good. It's almost inflated. Hold it in place.
Yeah, it's not holding very well.
I do love your creative techniques, Riley.
Thank you.
Okay, so we've set up the tents now and we're going to get started on making the fire. I'm usually never the person who actually lights the fire whenever there's a camping trip or a barbecue or whatever. It's usually always someone else. Oh, hi, sorry, hi Helen. I just wanted to say two things. First of all, you've driven off with any and all lighters and matches, I think.
But they are the exact
Yeah,
same
we've got
ones as the
fire
ones I picked,
lighters. We just don't have anything to light the fire lighters with. Ian has a blowtorch.
Am I? Here's a blowtorch. That's so cool.
Alright, fire time. This usually isn't my job, so I'm a little bit scared actually.
Go Julia! Woo!
Ooh, yeah, flame!
Yeah.
Yes. Oh wow. Okay, you know what? From here the fire pit does look quite wonky. And actually I did make a mistake because I didn't realise that the bottom of the fire pit would heat up and burn the grass underneath the fire pit. Apparently you're supposed to put something underneath it to keep the fire from burning, you know, like a bit of tin foil. I didn't do that and I did end up burning a bit of the grass. Also, I think I piled on way too much wood. I don't think I needed quite that much. As you can see, the fire got quite big. Soon the others returned with food and we made burgers for dinner. It was a really nice evening, actually.
Rustled. Can you give me an anagram, Dave? Yes.
Rustled.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, the ones on that side are cooking quite a bit more.
Rustled.
Oh.
Sorry, what you asked.
It'd be really useful if we had brought oven gloves.
I would. I like it.
Also,
it's dynamic.
a washing up sponge.
You know, we can make notes for next time.
We should have gone on my first camping trip. Things to bring.
Literally.
Where's your strudel gone?
We're going for a walk.
We're going on a bear hunt.
We're tipsy walk.
Oh!
Oh, it's already started. Not even drinking at the top or something.
And then after we'd eaten and sat around for a little bit, some of the others wanted to go for a walk. So 5 of us ended up going up the mountain. I actually didn't realise how far we were going to go at first, and we just kept going further and further and further.
GoPro. Sorry. Cheers.
Right, up the mountain. Ian, stop! No,
Can't do that.
No. There is a hole at the top.
No, it's not collapsed. Well, not completely.
Like, yeah.
Wells.
Wells.
Bannau. That's how I feel every time I try to say it. Wait, is it? No, it's Bannau. No, yeah.
Bannau.
Bannau.
Bannau
Bannau.
Brecheiniog.
Bannau Brecheiniog.
Bannau Brecheiniog.
Bannau Brecheiniog. Why am I struggling so much to actually remember this?
It is difficult
Bannau
to remember things that
Brecheiniog.
aren't of your native tongue.
Yes, that is true. I like to think that I'm good at languages though, Riley. Maybe just not at Welsh.
Welsh seems fine.
Oh my gosh. We've decided to go even further to that tree. I don't even know if you can see it. There's a tree up there. Music. No, we don't need to play it. We can just do a cappella.
Who can remember all of the words?
How does it start again? Oh, isn't it just she runs and she goes, "The hills are alive with the sound of music."
A female deer.
Ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself. Far, a long, long way to run. That will bring us back to do. A deer, a female deer. Ray, a drop of golden sun.
What?
God. So what can I say except you're welcome?
The eyes I don't say.
Hey, it's okay, you're welcome. Just believe in me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And thank you.
When we got down to the bottom, it was pretty much bedtime. It was quite late by that point. So we got ready for bed and got into our tents. But that wasn't it. See, I really love stargazing, and what I love about camping trips is that you can get really far away from light pollution, so you could do some stargazing. I haven't ever been anywhere that dark yet. My goal is to see the Milky Way. I would love to see the Milky Way at some point. It would just be incredible. So that was the first part of this story, but I will be making a video about the rest of the trip, which you should look out for.